What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Thank you so much for checking out tonight's video. Before we get into tonight's video, make sure you guys click that description box and make sure you guys go and follow me on social media. You guys will get 24/7 sports chat for myself. I post nothing but sports, all about sports. I do a lot of sports on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram and you're on the go, you need to keep up with sports content. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Justin Godsey TV. You guys can also follow me on Twitter at Justin Godsey TV. Or if you want to go, on a one-on-one discussion with me, I'm on Twitter or I'm on Facebook as well. You guys can follow me, subscribe to my statuses, all about sports. So make sure you guys go and do that. I am going to be on a constant basis with sports talk. It's one of my greatest passions, and coming on here doing some videos for you guys is something I do enjoy. So let's go on to today's topic and talk about Brian Roberts, as it was just announced just a couple of days ago that he has decided to retire from baseball, as he felt that he could not perform at a high level anymore. And you know what? At this current stage in life, Brian Roberts, all due respect to him, one of my favorite second basemen, to watch when he was with the Baltimore Orioles. Yes, they are not my number one team to watch, as you guys can see. I'm a Giants fan, but you know what? I would see them on a constant basis, because when I was growing up around the New Jersey area, when I was growing up, when I was watching a little bit in Indiana, I was watching. I subscribed to the MLB packages. You know what? When I was living in Jersey, I didn't have the package. I actually was watching a lot of the Yankees stuff, because they were I had the Nest network when I was living in New Jersey. So it came to me that the Yankees, when the Baltimore Orioles and the Yankees played, I was always watching Brian Roberts. But in 2014, and you're playing at the age of when he retired, at the age of 37, everything seems crumbling down when you're a position player. And if you're a player over the past 4 seasons has continuously just get injured. It was just a couple of years ago where he ruptured a tendon in his ankle. He had a herniated disc in 2010. Brian Roberts has been sidelined for a numerous amount of games, and the Baltimore Orioles really counted on him to really step up a whole lot and really lead that team to the promised lands in the playoffs, and eventually win a world championship with them. He actually did a lot more harm than good for the Baltimore Orioles in his final years with the team. He was just on a on a DL basis, where the team didn't know what they were going to do with him. The team decided to part ways with him following last season. He comes over to the New York Yankees for the 2014 season, and like I said, he came over to the New York Yankees, which I honestly thought was probably one of the most disappointing things I've ever seen. He's been a long-term Baltimore Orioles second baseman from 2001 to current day baseball. I consider his time with the Yankees kind of as a complete disappointment. I thought that once he got cut by the Baltimore Orioles, he didn't want to bring him back. I felt that right then and there he should have just retired. You've done a whole lot when you were healthy with the Baltimore Orioles, being one of the most consistent second basemen in baseball from 2004 to 2009, and then like I said, the injuries started piling up for Brian Roberts over the course from 2010 to 2013, and then also you also had a couple of stints on the disabled list in 2014. But what is Brian Roberts' legacy in Baltimore? I think a lot of you guys would already know he's one of the most interesting second basemen in all of baseball, from his early days with the team in 2001, having a complete domination as a second baseman going into the 2009 year, and from 2010 to 2014, it was just a downhill stint for him, and the team decided, like I said, to depart with him. I think he's one of the most greatest. I'm not saying he's like the almighty greatest. I think he's one of the greatest second basemen in the history of the Baltimore Orioles organization. Does he have that MLB Hall of Famer status? Absolutely not. I don't like to show disrespect to any of the players, but for you to be recognized by the team that you spent a whole lot of time with, Brian Roberts should be into the Hall of Fame for the Baltimore Orioles. He's done a lot of contributions to that team. Yes, they were not very successful during his time playing there. I think the new Baltimore Orioles will have a lot of success. Maybe that Brian Roberts will be the guy to make an appearance for opening day next year for the Baltimore Orioles. Yes, they were eliminated from the playoffs. It is a disappointing feeling for the Baltimore Orioles club and for Brian Roberts, his former team, having to watch his team go down. But Brian Roberts will always be one of the most remembered second basemen in the Baltimore Orioles organization. So let me hear your guys' opinion about this. Do you think that his time with the New York Yankees was a complete fluke? Do you think it was really necessary for him to continue on for his career in 2014 with the New York Yankees? I'm Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Make sure you guys leave your comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.